As a peace-loving, country-dwelling introvert, I usually do my best to avoid London. The noise and stimulation of its streets, the traffic and the tube can often feel a little overwhelming. But on the right occasion, it can be very exciting for a day out, as long as I pace myself. Earlier this month, I had a ticket to see Much Ado About Nothing at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. There aren't many people who could persuade me to cram myself into a seat between strangers, but Tom Hiddleston is definitely one of them. He was playing Benedict, and Hayley Atwell was playing Beatrice. The Theatre Royal was built in 1812 and is affectionately known as The Lane. And it was a real pleasure to enjoy the architecture, art and statues before the play began. The stage was covered in pink confetti, and there was a light and music show as the audience entered. As I don't go to the theatre very often these days, I treated myself to a front row seat in the Royal Circle and had a wonderful view. The minimalist staging was done so beautifully, and there was lots of singing and dancing, which made the show a real delight. But with so much noise and excitement, I was glad I'd made time for a moment of calm before I arrived at the theatre with a trip to Lincoln's Inn Fields. The warm sunshine meant it was full of office workers enjoying their lunch. And a few crows enjoying their lunch too. It's hard to imagine that this area would once have been open fields and in medieval times have hosted jousting tournaments. The sport today is a little more sedate. I was here to visit the Sir John Soane Museum. Just a few minutes' walk from Holborn Tube Station, this beautiful place feels a world away from the bustle of the London streets. It's free to enter, and although the rooms and corridors are tiny, it didn't feel crowded. Filming isn't allowed, but you can take photos. Sir John Soane was an architect and built and lived in the house, and the collection of antiquities, sculpture, furnishing and paintings that you see today are just as he left them at his death in 1837. It's an extraordinary place, and quite unlike anything else I've ever seen. The museum is a definite haven for peace lovers looking for something a little bit different on a trip to London. Lincoln's Inn Fields itself is another wonderful retreat, especially after city workers have rushed home for the day and it's left for the locals to enjoy. I made my way through the square towards Lincoln's Inn Court, which is one of 4 Inns of Court in London and the centre of the legal profession for barristers. I found the Undercroft with its graceful arches and ornate rib-vaulted ceiling. This was a burial place, and you'll notice the gravestones set in the floor. With its beautiful Georgian buildings, New Square had a real Dickensian feel about it, and I felt very lucky to have it to myself as the sun was slowly setting behind the buildings. This corner of London is a real treasure if you're looking for somewhere calm and beautiful. I would have loved to have spent more time admiring the buildings in Lincoln's Inn and the surrounding streets, but it was time to leave the city and head back to my home in the countryside. Thank you for joining me on my day trip to London. I hope it's inspired you to find some of its peaceful places for yourself.